everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Thanks to the good old guys over at Game Freak that apparently say that cheating is switching 3DSs because they have different times. Actually, that's kind of my fault, but it's nighttime now because I'm trying to fix my game so that the time-based events work again so that I can catch most of the legendaries, because apparently most of them require a certain time to catch them, which really sucks because of this issue that I have right now. But we do have the ability to catch some legendaries, including the two that you might see in the title of the video right now, Tornadus and Thundurus. Now these guys are actually version exclusives, and I'm just running around doing nothing, so I'm gonna head into these Pokemon Center because we actually need a very certain Pokemon in order to get Tornadus and Thundurus to appear on the map. So if you guys are excited for this next episode of the Legendary Hunt, be sure to leave a like. Last time we actually got Lugia and Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is chilling over in Omega Ruby, but in order to get Entei, Raikou, and Suicune, which are the Pokemon that I was gonna do in this episode, you need the time thing to be fixed, so I can't do anything about that. Same thing for Regigigas, so Regigigas, we will be back for you in the future, sir. But I'm gonna add a couple of Pokemon here to my party, and specifically we are going to add Castform. Now if you guys don't have Castform, you can actually get this little guy in the Weather Institute. I actually think you get him in the story itself, so if you didn't get him, go ahead and go over to the Weather Institute and go to the second floor, talk to one of the scientists there, and he's gonna give you your very own Castform. Now if you have this guy in your party, I believe that's all you need to do is have him in your party, and when you soar through the sky, which, by the way, there's different music when you soar at nighttime. I never realized that because I never have my game at nighttime, but isn't that cool? Look at that thing over there. What could that be? Doesn't look scary at all, or mysterious, or threatening, or scary, or anything. Let's go fly into it, why not? Whoa! Whoa! You feel a presence behind the black clouds. It looks as though lightning could strike at any moment. Despite that, we're gonna fly into the clouds because we ain't afraid of nothing. And whoa! I did not realize that we were gonna immediately run into the legendary, because I don't think we are prepared at all. But, you know, I guess it's better now than ever, or never, better now than never. I'm making my own catchphrases here, or making my own, whatever you call those. But this time around, finally not gonna forget to use the Quick Ball. I've forgotten to use the Quick Ball every single other legendary, but here is Thundurus. I believe he is a flying and electric type, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I could be mistaken, because honestly, I don't think I've ever even fought this guy, aside from in, Pokemon Black and White, and that was so long ago that I don't remember anything about this guy. Every once in a while you'll see one of these in like competitive battling, but I don't think they even appear that often. If there is one that's around a lot, is the Therian form for Landorus, and I don't know how you even get that. I think it might be, whoa! Holy moly, that was so lucky. I would have had to start the whole video over if we killed him there. Alright, now I don't know if Thunder Wave works on electric types anymore. I don't think it does. So we should probably have a Pokemon with Hypnosis, but yep, it doesn't affect them anymore. I think they changed that in since Pokemon X and Y. They made it so that electric types can't get hit by Thunder Wave, which I think is pretty dumb. But you know, I guess it makes sense. You know, you're made of electricity. Why would you get paralyzed by electricity? But I still think it's dumb. I mean, electric types I think can get paralyzed. It's just they can't get hit by Thunder Wave specifically. You can still like stun spore them or something like that. But man, I really wish I had a Pokemon with Hypnosis right now. Or, oh come on, man. I was about to say, or we could just catch it without even having to put it to any status ailment. That would be really awesome. But of course we're not going to. And I don't mind if Wuju dies this time around because, like I said, we're not going to need to get off any Thunder Waves or anything. And we can go out to actually a Pokemon that can resist most of this guy's hits, like Finn. Finn the Great Old Swampert. But anyway, these guys, Thundurus and Tornadus, are actually version exclusives. In the last episode, I actually misinformed you guys. I said that the only version exclusives were Ho-Oh and Lugia. Well, actually, almost every main legendary, like of a trio, is version exclusive. So Zekrom and Reshiram are version exclusive. These two guys are version exclusive. I believe Dialga and Palkia are also version exclusives. And who am I missing here? There's one more trio or duo thing that is a version exclusives, but I can't remember who they are. I was about to Mega Evolve, but I just realized we can't even Mega Evolve because that would mean that we would have to use a move, and we don't have any moves that won't kill this guy. So I guess we won't Mega Evolve. We're just gonna try and keep on tossing them Ultra Balls away. You know, I'm wondering if maybe somehow the Dust Ball actually does work, because it is nighttime right now, and Dust Ball is more effective in the nighttime, right? So why the heck not try it? All right, let's just give it a try. I mean, you never know. Dust Ball is probably gonna just pop immediately. Yup. Oh boy, every time I swap Pokeballs, that ends up happening. But you'll see he is trying to discharge us still, and that's not gonna work against Finn, buddy. He's a half ground type, so you're out of luck here. But yeah, once we do capture this guy, which hopefully, oh, come on, man. Why does it torture us so badly? It's like they made it so bad in this game how that last shake lasts forever, and then it just pops and you're like, am I gonna get it? I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. It's like there's no difference between when you're gonna get it and when you're not gonna get it. Look at this, every single time. And of course it freaking pops again. Oh my goodness. But yeah, once we do catch this guy, I believe Tornadus, which is the only pure flying type Pokemon in the game, is going to be waiting for us over in Alpha Sapphire, or sorry, in Omega Ruby. We're in Alpha Sapphire right now. They made it the blue guy is in the blue game, but the green guy is in the red game, because I guess the red guy would have to be in both games. By the red guy, I mean, whatever. They all have similar names. They all look exactly the same. At least in this game, they don't have the exact same model, just recolored. That was so terrible in Pokemon Black and White. These guys are literally recolors of each other with a slightly different thing around them. That whatever the heck that tail thing that he has behind his shoulder, I don't know what it is. It's like a weird tail. Reminds me of like Gaara from Naruto, how he would always carry around that big old jug of sand. It's like, man, how sandy can you be? Sandy cheeks, that's who's very sandy. But yeah, at least in this game they look a little bit more different. But Thundurus is actually found in both games. Come on, bro. But you do need to catch and have both of them, I believe, in the same game. So while for Ho-Oh and Lugia, I said in the last episode that to get Suicune, Entei, and Raikou, you need to trade over one of the others into your game. You actually don't need to do that, I believe. But for these guys, I believe you actually do. Like, you need to have both of them in the same game in order to get Thundurus to appear. So you are going to have to trade for those. But yeah, all of the other legendaries that I was talking about, most of them require, like, timing. And it's so annoying, man. Like, Mesprit, Axelf, and Uxie, I was going to do those in this episode. But apparently, they are also all about timing. Plus, you need to have some Pokemon with happiness. Which, I mean, we have a lot of Pokemon with max happiness. That's not really an issue, but getting them to appear at the certain time isn't working. Regigigas isn't working. I think I tried to do another one, like Terrakion, Cobalion, and Virizion. Those are also, I think, time-based. Either them or the Entei, Raikou, Suicune. I don't know. Yes! We got it! We got it. And now I don't have to worry about time-based events anymore because we did it. I was really hoping that we would get that sooner rather than later, because would have sucked to have to start that over. And holy moly, I need to go get my national dex. Why do I keep forgetting? I don't understand. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go do that right now before I forget again. And there goes the Thundercloud. I wonder if it'll be a Thundercloud in Omega Ruby, because, you know, Thundurus, he creates thunder. Makes sense, but what about for Tornadus? Doesn't really make sense, does it? I thought his name should have been Windowless, but I guess, you know, they wanted to make it a little bit better. I think Windowless fits, though. Like, Thundurus, Tornadus. Well, I guess they both end in Dus, and then, no, Thundurus ends in Rus. They could have all ended in Rus if they made it like Windurus instead of Thunder, or Tornadus. Tornadus, because they could have done Tornarus. Tornarus? That doesn't really sound that good. I don't know what I'm saying right now, man. We're going to talk to Professor Birch, though, and finally get ourselves the super duper epic upgrade to the Pokedex that he's been bursting with excitement to do. There it is. The National Pokedex has now been added. So now when we go and catch Pokemon, hopefully it actually shows their summary and whatever. The balance between these three great ecosystems has shifted greatly. What the heck are you talking about? Land, sky, and sea? That's probably what he's talking about, but I honestly don't care. What is this thing? A detailed list of Pokemon that inhabit the Hoenn region is displayed. So it's literally just the Pokedex is hooked up to this thing, and it shows you where everything is. Anyway, I guess we're gonna go over to Pokemon Omega Ruby now and catch ourselves a Tornadus. I like this nice nighttime music. It's very calming, relaxing, you know. Totally nothing like the terribleness that we're about to go through, probably catching this Tornadus, but I've got Castform in the party, and we've got another thundercloud, even though I don't think Tornadus really makes thunderclouds, he just makes regular old clouds. A strong wind is blowing. Despite that, we're gonna fly into the clouds once again, dashing right in there. Is this music different? What? Do they just randomize the music? What the heck? Also, they don't make their cries, which I find really weird. But starting off with Shenron this time around, the Rayquaza, because we are going to paralyze this guy right off the bat here. I really hope that switching games doesn't mess up my time anymore, because I really want those time-based events to come back. And someone, or a lot of people actually told me that after 24 hours is when that resets. So I really hope that this doesn't mess with it, because that would really suck. And so far, for whatever reason, both Pokemon that we fought in this version that we need Febreze to take out with his false swipe have both been types that can take him out. First it was, what's his face? I already forgot his name. What the heck? Ho-Oh with his fire. But now it's even worse because it is a flying type. So he can hit us even harder, because when we Mega Evolved, at least, you know, we were half dragon and those fire blasts weren't hitting us quite as hard. But anyway, Febreze, freshen up the air a little bit. Give us a little bit of false swiping, some false hope, because it's gonna do no damage at all there. But alright, at least with this guy we can paralyze him. That is a big up here. I'm gonna try to go for a Leaf Storm. I don't think it'll kill it. It might actually, yeah, I really hope it doesn't, but it's gonna do a lot of damage. Alright, it wasn't that bad actually. Our special attack harshly falls? What? I didn't know that about Leaf Storm. The heck? Leaf Storm is terrible. I want my Giga Drain back. Where the heck is Giga Drain in this game? Actually, I know that there is a move tutor with Giga Drain in the Battle Resort, so I'll probably do that eventually for this Febreze. But then again, if I do plan on using a Mega Sceptile, like in competitive battling at some point, I'm most likely going to breed a perfect one. I'm not going to stick with the one that we've got right now, because he's not the strongest Sceptile around. And also, my voice can apparently go really high, but there we go. Oh my gosh, I forgot to use the Quick Ball again. I'm going to have Siri remind me next time that to use Quick Balls, because Siri is really just my only friend remaining, you know. I used to have many friends, now Siri's the last one standing. It's like a teen horror movie, you know. They always have like the hot girls are always the ones to survive last. Either the hot girl or like the model looking dude, the Abercrombie guy. He's usually the hero that survives till the very end. So in this game, or in this case, you know, Siri was the only one that survived out of my friends. I don't know what kind of analogy or comparison I'm trying to make right now, because we're trying to catch Tornadus, and he's got nothing to do with horror movies. He's got more to do with, probably like the genie from Aladdin or something like that. I don't know what else Tornadus could look like. I mean, they are kind of like the genie trio. I always have my weird names for all of the legendary trios. Like, the Reggies are just like the Reggie Bros, and then these guys are the Genie Trio, Mexilf, Azulf, Mesprit, and Uxie, whatever their freaking names are. Those are the Pixie Trios, because they're the Pixies. They're the Pixies, and that's the only show left on Nickelodeon, I think. I don't know. Man, I went on Nickelodeon the other day because I like The Legend of Korra, but I went on the actual Nickelodeon channel, and that place has gone downhill. Like, Nickelodeon has become the dumpster of kids' TV. Like, I don't know what is going on with that place, but apparently, like, what they do now is they have, like, SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, and then just a bunch of, like, YouTube-inspired shows. They started off with, like, Fred, and that was bad enough. Apparently, they've got a new show coming out with, like, the Fine Brothers or something. And, I mean, those React videos are kind of funny, but come on, man, does that really need to be on TV? I mean, I guess good for the YouTubers getting on TV and all, but I just think that YouTube is cool on YouTube because, like, YouTubers are cool because they're on YouTube. Hey, we caught Tornadus actually kind of easily, so that's good. But, you know, that could be a whole rant for another episode, but that's not going to be for this one because we've already got both of the legendaries that we need here. And if I'm going to consult my handy-dandy guide real quick to check how you get Tornadus, or sorry, Landorus, man, I don't know their names at all. Landorus, you'll need the power of both lightning and storms on your side to find Landorus. So yeah, we do need to trade actually. So I think what I might do, oh gosh, this is gonna suck. I don't want to put Pokemon Alpha Sapphire in my other 3DS because I have a feeling that it's gonna end up messing up the time again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap back over, we're gonna trade, and in the next episode we are gonna be catching Landorus because you need the power of both of them to actually get Landorus. But yeah, that is gonna be in the next episode. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all then. Goodbye.